Hi everybody, and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation for another cloth pad review. This time it is with Novel Red. This is a US company. These are all the same topper, which is Quilter's cotton. They're all backed in BAM in Wind Pro, and all of their insides are all their bamboo cotton. These are liners. These are 7-inch liners, which is like this writing type of style. Sorry, I just bumped my camera, and which is not very useful for any of you. This is kind of a writing one with a green cam snap, and snaps up to I think 2.5 inches. They're very straight, and they're very floppy. This one is a octopus. Again, this is all Quilter's cotton and backed in Wind Pro, and that is the blue cam snap. I got these. I paid for essentially, just a disclaimer, because I keep forgetting to say this, because new to YouTube, new to doing videos, is that I've purchased all of these pads normally, and just via their website. I actually purchased these via their website, which is like novelred.com, I believe, and but they're also on Etsy, so you can find them under Novel Red on Etsy. And this is a galaxy print with a purple cam snap, and I'm not getting paid for these reviews. I am not an affiliate or an associate, and this is not a sponsored video, so I'm just doing this to give people kind of a better view of things. I ordered these 5, and part of the deal at the time, if you follow them on Instagram under Novel Red, you'll see that they quite often have quite a few deals going, and got one free, which was this one at the back, but you didn't get to choose what you had as a, they just kind of made you one for free. This one here I loved. This is actually perfect placement too, which I appreciate, the fact that they got this placement so perfect. With Novel Red, they're on there, and these little snaps, these cam snaps, are really cute. These little flower cam snaps in this kind of light green. So what you can do on their website is they give you some options to choose from. So essentially you can choose the fabric. They come in a, you can choose the length. They provide the lengths for you. This is a bee with a crown. I'm a very big proponent of Save the Bees. The bees are responsible for the food that we eat, and spend, bees, and a variety of bees too, not just honey bees, but wild bees, essentially feed the world. And so I'm a very big proponent of Save the Bees. And this one has black cam snaps. So what you can do is you can go to Etsy. I think Etsy has their made to order stuff, or not made to order, sorry, their ready-made stuff, and then you can go to their website and order essentially the fabric that you want. They give you a list of sizes to pick from, what type of strength that you want, whether you want a moderate or a heavy. These have got pink and blue cam snaps on them. I chose this print too, and outside, like this one, to be honest, is my favorite because of the placement, and then I do love this octopus. Is joining my Lego octopus over here for today, and but this music one is a beautiful blue purple, and so I went to their website and picked them. the 4 liners I think I've probably mentioned before. So this is this print, and this is a white backing with pink cam snaps. Is that my preferred length for liners is 8 inch, and my preferred length for moderates is 10 inches. And so these are all an inch beneath that. I possibly should have just emailed them and said, you know, can I please have 8-inch lights? These are because these are 3 7-inch lights, and these are 4 9-inch moderates. They are also exceptionally thin, exceptionally thin, and really soft. This Winpo fleece is the softest that I've come across so far. And so I probably should have just emailed them and asked for 8-inch and 10-inch. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest. These, because they're custom made, they take a phenomenal amount of time. So they took, I think, about 8 to 10 weeks to get to me. And Novel Red is consistently having sales. So, you know, buy one get one free, get 25% off your order if you order over $30, etc, etc, etc. So I don't think I've gone a week yet without seeing them have some type of sale on. To be honest, I don't know how many orders this is, but obviously I was checking the website as they updated their orders, because they give you an order number. It took 10 weeks, and I suppose for me, I'd usually ordered ready-made pads or ready-to-ship pads, which means the maker has already done everything. In this case, they had to be made, put together, produced, and then sent out, and then obviously sent from the US to Australia, which is where a lot of the time was. So the postage speed is very frustrating. And I'm a very impatient person as well. But I mean, just to give you probably some of the highlights of, you know, what's kind of, you know, I suppose it's part of the review as well. I've got stuff from Canada in about 2.5 weeks. They also, when you snap them up, can get very bunchy here. I've noticed when wearing the liners, sometimes when because I'll wear one liner over the day generally if I'm not spotting or on my period. So if I'm spotting, I will change probably every 2.5 to 3 hours. That if you go to the bathroom, pull the underwear, these will tend to fold up in your underwear, so they scrunch up in your underwear. And so they don't, because they're so soft, they don't really hold a lot of their integrity. And so I'll generally wear these for when I'm spotting, the 2 to 3 days that I'm spotting. These ones also fold up for when I take a bag to work or to a friend's house, or if I'm going out. These also, because they're so thin, they fold up very small, which means they fit into my, you know, take bag, my wet bag, very easily. And so these ones, along with Lotus Blossom, are the ones that I do tend to take in my wet bag for clean pads when I go to either a work or a friend's place, or a place that's not my house. And so they're very convenient for that. This kind of straight design, the reason I kind of wear them when I'm spotting is because if any of you have seen my bleed pattern, which you can go see on Instagram under Rebellious Menstruation, is that I do tend to kind of go off the edges occasionally, and so I do tend to kind of get more of a rounded edge. That is actually not Novel Red's fault at all. That is just my bleed pattern, and this is just the way that they the pads I haven't want to come. Again, I do absolutely love this print and this placement. As you can see with probably some of the other reviews I do tend to go for highly printed pads, but these galaxy print ones are great. This one in particular has all those purples and kind of blues in there. This is the purples and the whites and the pinks. This microflace is just ridiculously soft. Ridiculously soft. I don't have any other pads this soft. I wore them on my last period. Again, I ordered these so long ago. I think I don't know if I used them for the October's period. I definitely used them for November's though. This blue kind of purple colour scheme is my favourite colour scheme. This blue and purple, and I really do like this print. I'm glad I picked this print, but all of them, as you can tell, kind of suffer from this bunching. Outside of that, it is quite a well-made product, and I think I'm not, you've probably figured out, particularly petite, but I think this would be very, very good petite pads, and I think this would really, really suit petite because they're this very straight line, and they're consistently straight. All of these ones are consistently the same size, consistently the same snap draw. You know, those four are the same size, so that you get a very consistent product with Novel Red, and you get very consistent stitching, you get very consistent backers, and octopus. I do love this octopus. So, you know, if this is a style that suits you, this is a great maker. It's just not overtly a size or a shape that suits me. But because it was, or because it is a foreign maker, I did obviously order several to try it out. I have seen quite a review of their products. I don't think I've actually seen a bad review of Novel Red products. They are consistently known to be great makers, which is what made me want to try them out, and that's what made me order in a sale. And so obviously, because I was already paying postage and handling for these, that's why I ended up with this many. Usually if I'm trying out a new maker, I will order one or two at the start, and if I love it, will then go back and order more. And this order was mostly it just wasn't a selection. I think 8 inches and 10 inches were not a selection to make, and instead of me taking responsibility and emailing Novel and said, can I have 8 and 10 inches, I just ordered what was available, and that's my own fault. Having said that, you know, so my issues are, this is primarily the size, this straight pattern, and kind of narrower, I guess, kind of gusset doesn't really suit me, and they do tend to have this little bunching at the back. However, this is a very adorable snap. This little one here. I think the rest are just the same. And also this is, I think, one of my only bee prints that I have. So I love it because of that. Because I'm a big supporter of Save the Bees. Also, bees are the reason we have almonds. 85% of the world's almonds wouldn't exist if it wasn't for bees. So, as somebody who doesn't drink milk and who drinks almond milk, I need bees. And again, galaxy prints. So, I think this would probably suit petite and people who don't necessarily bleed center and off the side. However, it is a very well made professional product. It just took 10 weeks to get to me, and has a budget problem. Outside of that, it's a lovely product. You can find them on their website at novelred.com. You can find them on Etsy. Other than that, you'll probably find other reviews here on YouTube. Outside of that, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.